nothing to afraid about the insulin part. Some parents, they are afraid of my child has to take lifelong insulin. See, lot of actors, lot of players, they are type 1. I could not name them on this platform, but lot of they are type 1 diabetes.
Oh,
they
really?
are doing well. You
Really?
should not be afraid that my children has got diabetes, so things are ended. They can do very well in academics. They can do very well in sports. Everywhere they can do good.
Hello and welcome to the India Parenting Show. Today we have with us Dr. Madhu Gupta. She's a diabetologist for children. So let us now ask her all of the information that we want to know about diabetes in kids and how to treat it and how to handle it. Welcome, Dr. Gupta.
Thank you.
Tell us about yourself first and then tell us about how you have to handle diabetes in children.
Yeah. Uh, about myself, I'll just correct you that I'm a diabetologist for all, not only for kids, but as a whole, I am diabetologist, and
Okay.
I'm practicing in Mumbai, and I'm very much keen actually about educating parents and children about the diabetes, what diabetes is, what precaution to be taken. Usually, sometimes we just give them prescriptions. We don't educate them like how you can control it, how you can prevent all complications. So I am very much keen about education part to the parents as well as kids. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Very good. Okay. So tell us about diabetes and about type 1 and type 2 diabetes that we've been hearing about all along.
Yeah.
Give us some information on that.
Yeah, usually regarding kids, if we are talking about kids, usually it is type 1 diabetes, and sometimes we do get type 2 diabetes in kids also, maybe around the age of 8 years, 10 years. Nowadays, we are getting at very young age type 2 diabetes. So, what is type 1 and what is type 2? That I should tell you first. So, type 1 diabetes means you have to be dependent only on insulin. No medicine will work in type 1 diabetes.
Oh, I
And
see.
you need to take insulin for lifelong.
Okay.
Type 2 diabetes, definitely we can control with medications and yeah.
Okay. So like type 2 is what you're born with, correct?
No,
Genetically you're
type
born
one
with.
is what you are born with. Sometimes, but only thing is that sometimes you get delayed diagnosis, maybe around the age of 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. But you are born with type one diabetes. If
Type
it is type one, then yeah, then it is always you are born with diabetes.
So like when you say that you will discover it only at age 4, so what happens about insulin between when you're born and age 4? Don't you do what that must be an issue, right?
Yeah. So till the time by the till the age of 4 years or 5 years, your some insulin is there in your body, and what happens? You have antibodies against the insulin.
Okay.
Antibodies means like whatever natural insulin is there. So these antibodies they act against the natural antibodies and destroy whatever the natural insulin is there.
Okay.
That's why you develop type 1 diabetes and you don't have any remaining insulin and you start getting symptoms. Your blood glucose levels start rising.
Right. So what percentage of kids have got type 1 and what percentage have type 2?
Usually it is 95% of the kids. If we are talking only about kids, see, totally speaking about the total diabetes scenario, usually 90%, 99% it is type 2 in whole population.
Okay.
1%, 1% it is about for the kids, or it is type 1 diabetes. And
Right.
when we are speaking about only kids, it is 99% type 1, but 1% is type 2.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, so now type 1, would you say is inherited from parents? That's why you get type 1, correct?
Usually it is inherited from parents, or maybe if it is directly not from parents, then their grandparents or some siblings or some in these other relatives in the family. Usually it goes in family.
Families, right.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So now what are the chances that if one parent has it, first of all, somebody has to have type 1 for the child to get type 1, correct? Like a type 2
Yes.
cannot lead to a type 1. Can a type 2 in parent give type 1 to a child or not?
No. No. Because their genetic constituent is totally different.
Right.
Yes.
So only the type 1 in the family history,
Yeah.
then the child is likely to get a type 1, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And,
Yes.
and I would say it's either if both parents are have it, then there are very high chances, like any genetics, most likely that the child will get it, correct?
Both parents are having 100% chances of diabetes. If one parent is normal and another is having diabetes, then 50%
Right.
chances of getting
Right.
type 1. Yeah.
Like any normal genetic.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
fine. Fine.
yes.
Okay, fine. So now the thing is that how do you, first of all, how do you deal with kids who got type 1? Let's just focus on type 1 first and then we'll talk about type 2. How do parents deal with type 1? And first of all, does it mean that they have got a lesser lifespan or something? Like that I know it's a
No,
difficult
no,
topic to
not
say,
at all,
but
not at all.
nothing to do with lifespan, correct? You
Nothing
can
to
have.
do with the
Okay,
lifespan at all.
that's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with it? Like suppose you're a parent and you find out that your child is a type 1. What
Yes,
kind of precautions to take and how to handle rearing the
yes.
child?
So first thing is when how we can diagnose or how what complaints patient bring child to us.
Right.
Yeah. So patient usually parents they bring child where they are getting frequent infections.
Okay.
Sometimes they come directly in complication. That is the most common presentation we get. That they come direct because parents they don't expect. See, nobody expect that child is
Yes.
having diabetes.
Correct.
So they sometimes come directly with the complication, and suddenly we find they comes in ketoacidosis. Usually we call it.
Ah.
So when we do the sugar test, sugar levels are 400, 500,
Oh,
anything like that.
right.
So that is the most common presentation we are getting actually. But once they are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, sometimes in routine checkup also we do get the type 1 diabetes diagnosed with the kids get diagnosed with the type 1 diabetes.
Right.
Yeah. And again, if the parents are diabetic, then we always advise them during postnatal period and all that
Right.
you should do regular checkup of your
Checkup.
kids. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Okay, fine. So tell me, like when the child is born, does the hospital automatically check for diabetes? Like it must be part of the screening, correct?
Yes.
So the parent would know right away if there is an
Yeah,
issue. They would know right
hospital
away.
people they do check it, but sometimes what happens once child is at home, then everyone forgets about the follow up basically.
That's so
So
true.
that is most important part when the parents are diabetic. Then that is the most parent. I should give message to the society that if any of the parent is diabetes, every 5 years you should do check diabetes checkup of your kids. If it is type 2,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
And if it is type 1, then every year children should undergo sugar checkup. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So now type 2 diabetes, we're coming to that, which I think that as they grow up is the most common form is type 2, correct? They acquired at age,
Yes.
at what age would they acquire this type 2? I know that it also happens later on in life, but generally what does the progress, what's the progress of the disease?
Previously, type 2 was only for adults, basically. We used to say after the age of 40 years, you should check your diabetes. But as the lifestyle changes are going on and the food habits are changing,
Right.
what we advise nowadays, after the age of 15 years, you should do your sugar checkup because of sedentary habits and junk foods and a lot
Right.
of things are there, stress factor, a lot of things are there. So
Right.
we do advise them that at least once in a year you should do your sugar checkup.
Right.
But again, for children, again it is type 1 is always more common. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay. So now type 2, can we, is it only because of lifestyle and because of their lack of exercise and food habits, would you say? Like what creates the onset of type 2? And can parents do something to make sure that that they delay the type 2, or at least or that they don't, the best case that they don't get the type 2, even if the parent has it?
Yes. Type 2 again, see it's for type 2 again we have seen lot of cases where there is no family history, no parental history, but still people are getting.
Uh-huh.
Especially during this corona period, we have seen lot of young patients suffering from type 2 diabetes.
Really?
Yes, yes, 18 years, 20 years, 25 years.
So what is the cause? I mean, corona has nothing to do with
Stress is
diabetes,
the
right?
main, stress factor is the main
Stress,
cause.
stress.
Yes,
I
yes.
see. So
Uh,
that's very interesting to know that COVID
yes.
can cause diabetes. That's because of
Yeah,
stress.
100%. Yes,
Oh, I
yes. It
see.
can cause very high incidence of diabetes nowadays. We are getting in younger generation, basically.
Right. No, and no, I can totally see that because there's a lot more stress. Forget COVID. COVID apart
Yes.
also because of schools, there's so much pressure on kids
Yeah.
from
Yes.
because of schools and because of classes, and I mean their whole days are packed, totally
Yes.
packed. In fact, more than packed. So I
Yes.
can see the stress
Yes.
coming in from so many different areas. Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me, what kind of diet should a child have if he has diabetes?
Yes. See, I'll tell you everything about like what precautions you should take by if you are once you are diagnosed with maybe type 1 and type 2 both.
Right.
So first thing is diet. You should have your diet which is advised by your diabetologist basically. Sometimes we just take advice of dietitian and all, but again if dietitian is not properly trained or then
Right.
again you should confirm with your diabetologist that this
Yes.
diet has been given to me by my diabetologist, by
Right.
my dietitian.
Right.
And diet, basically, we always cut short sugar levels. Then, especially the processed sugar should not be there. Then, regular exercise, that is must. Again, exercise part, like how much exercise to do and what type of exercise to do. That is very, very important.
Oh,
It
really?
should be active exercise.
Right.
Yes, yes.
That
It
makes
should
sense.
be active exercise. It should not be passive exercise, basically. See, some people they say, I do yoga, I do pranayam. They consider that also in exercise. See, I don't say that you don't do yoga. You should do yoga. But again, yoga is not very active exercise. That
Right.
is 100% helpful in diabetes, basic
Right.
control of diabetes.
Right.
But you have to have active, like walk, brisk walking, then
Right.
jogging. It
Right.
depends on age, like what age you are doing the exercise. See,
Correct.
if old age they cannot do jogging, but young age people they can do jogging and all. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So exercise
Diet is basically exercise. And then they should not have junk food. There is stress free. Their life should be stress free. Free. Again, here I'll give some advice to parents that don't put pressure to your child, because I have seen children at the age of 4 years, morning 7 to 12 they are in the school, then 2 o'clock to six
yes.
o'clock they are for tuitions, then homework. So I was really surprised that whether they need that much stress basically.
Yes. Yes.
So that definitely gives a lot of stress because they don't get play time, and whatever play time they are doing indoor activities. So that is
I
not
know.
advisable.
Lifestyle has totally changed, and COVID has changed everything
Yes.
nowadays. Turned everything on the
Yes.
head.
Even without COVID, also nowadays, if you see the lifestyle is like that.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so my question is that suppose once a child is detected with, I was going to say COVID, I'm sorry. Once a child is detected with diabetes, right?
Yes.
It's confirmed. Once they start the medication, is it a lifelong medication?
Yes, if it is type 1 diabetes, it has to be lifelong insulin, nothing else. Again, insulin, like the way we are giving insulin, see, nowadays, very good tools are available.
Hmm.
The first thing is parents, they get afraid. Once they hear that my child has got type 1 diabetes and now he has to be lifelong on
Right,
insulin, they are always afraid. They always think that they have to put insulin in syringe and give injections and
right,
4 times, 3 times.
right.
But nowadays, a lot of pens are available, which are very thin needle, like almost it is penless. So
Oh,
that is one method. Yeah, almost it is. Now see, insulin pens are very, very useful and it's really not very expensive also. If we compare, then it is not very expensive also.
right.
And sometimes then the another thing is insulin pumps actually. Which
Ah,
see that is a tool where you just apply it to the. It's a you have to just stick it to the body and automatically body keeps taking insulin doses as and when required.
right,
But again, insulin pumps are not very handy for the children.
right.
So yeah, but they have to take insulin. That is true actually.
Right, right, right.
Yeah,
And if it is type 2 diabetes, can you just do it with pills, correct? With
yeah.
medication, with
Starting
oral
maybe
medication.
around 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, maybe more than 15, more than 15 years, we can do with the pills. But some patients they require insulin after the 15 to 20 years of diabetes actually.
I see. And that is true for
Yeah.
all adults also, right? Like after a certain period of time, they probably need to move to
Yes.
injection. Right,
Yeah. If you are not under control with the pills, then we have to move to insulin.
right, right.
Yeah.
So in your case, in your study, how many of the kids that who have type 2 diabetes are able to keep it under control? Because there's a point in time when they'll have to take injections. So how can they make sure that from pills they don't go to injections? Because that's definitely very difficult for kids, right?
It's a wonderful thing that if a kid is getting diabetes, then they are getting control very well with the pills. If they are getting type 2 diabetes, they are
Okay,
getting control with very few medicines, and sometimes we have to stop medicine also.
okay.
So usually that is what we call is MODY type of diabetes, MODY diabetes.
Ah,
uh, yeah. So that is a different group of diabetes basically, but it comes under type 2 diabetes only. But they respond very well to oral pills, and we
Oh,
have to yeah, yeah,
so it can
yes,
actually reverse it. So diabetes can be reversed with these pills.
yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's
Almost reverse, but we have to keep a close follow up for such patients. Like
right,
even
right.
when the sugar levels are normal without medicine, then we have to keep a close follow up for these patients.
Okay, okay, understood, understood. Okay, so doctor, have I missed any questions on diabetes for kids? If you can just share with us something that I may have missed in my questions that you think parents should know about it.
Uh, I would like to give some message, especially for the type 1 patients, that first thing is their school teacher and parents, they should be well informed about child is having diabetes. Because what happens, see, child doesn't know. They keep engage themselves in playing active games and all this. So
Right.
they are already taking insulin. See, if they are overactive, then suddenly their sugar levels may drop down.
Oh,
So their teachers should be well informed that my child is suffering from diabetes, and whenever like some symptoms, they should know that even children should be educated about the symptom that if you get lot of sweating and if you get sudden not feeling well sort of thing, then immediately you should inform your teacher or parents basically.
right,
So they can be given immediate sugar pills or whatever sweet things are available to the child actually. So
right.
that is a very, very important part. And again, what and when to take medicine. See, usually what happens, sometimes parents are uneducated. They don't know when to give insulin.
Right,
So they give insulin. Usually we tell them that khane ke pehle, like before food, you have to give them insulin. So
right.
what they do, they give insulin at 7 o'clock. Child is taking meals around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So
Huh.
this is not the method. Ideally, it should be given 20 minutes before the meals.
20 minutes before. I see.
Yes, yes, that is very, very important because we come across a lot of patients then, and when we ask them, they come with the hypoglycemia symptoms. So when we ask them what time you had given insulin, then we come to know that there was a gap of 2 hours or 1 hour
Right,
between
right,
insulin
right.
and this.
Yeah,
And other thing is, yeah, glucometer. They should always keep a glucometer at home. That is a very, very important tool for, especially for the type 1 diabetes.
hmm.
See,
Okay.
glucometer is like you can measure your glucose levels at home.
Right,
You need not have to every time visit your doctor. We have to go for the test and all. And you can measure as and when required. Suppose you got hypoglycemia, immediately you can measure sugar levels and you come to know yourself that oh yeah, the patient has suffered hypoglycemia. Immediately you can treat it.
right.
Otherwise, by the time if you are bringing your child to the doctor, always already 1 hour, 2 hours has passed, and a child ends up with the complications. Yes.
Right, right. So
So
that's very
these are the two
important.
three basic things. Yes, yes, very important.
Right, right. And also
Yes,
one last thing is that if in case that they go through some kind of an attack where the sugar levels drop, right?
yes,
What would you say are the things that parents should be aware of so that they can take care of the child right away?
yes, yes. Huh. So if they get hypoglycemia, see, as I told you, suddenly they feel sweating. They may become unconscious.
Okay.
Then they feel dizziness. They get headache. Then their body is dehydrated. These are the common symptoms which even the parents can diagnose. Like,
Right.
yeah, my child might be having low sugar levels,
Okay.
and immediately they should be given. And again, the child should always carry. Like parents should always give some sweets to the child,
Right.
basically. So whenever they get some symptom, they should take it immediately.
Right. Right.
Very, very
Yeah.
because hypoglycemia is very dangerous for the life rather than hyperglycemia. See,
Right.
suppose your sugar levels drops down below 50 or 40. If you are taking sugar, it is life saving. But
Right.
if your sugar levels are 300 and if you are taking sugar, then it is not life threatening basically.
Okay. Right.
That
Right.
is very important. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Okay. Okay, good. So this is very excellent information actually for parents who've got kids with diabetes.
And nothing to afraid about the insulin part. Some parents, they are afraid of my child has to take lifelong insulin. See, lot of actors, lot of players, they are type 1. I could not name them on this platform, but lot of they are type 1 diabetes.
Oh,
They are
really?
doing well. You should not be afraid that my children has got diabetes, so things are ended. They can do very well in academics, they can do very well in sports, everywhere they can do good.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing I think that
Provided
parents,
sugar levels are under
sugar
control.
levels, right? But also they have to be watchful about any kind of injury, right? Like if they're bleeding or something,
Yes.
then they have trouble in terms of recovering. Like that wound takes longer to heal, correct?
Yes, yes. No, if the sugars are well under control, then wound will not take longer to heal.
Okay.
It will heal as of normal person. Yes.
Oh, I see. So as long as the
Yes.
sugar is under control, there's no
No, no, not at all.
there's no
If you're
danger of getting hurt and not having the
no, no, no.
Okay, fine.
But if your sugars are uncontrolled, definitely it is going to take. You are more prone for the infections. You are more prone for the kidney diseases, heart diseases. Lot of complications are there for the after you get diabetes.
Right.
The only target is keep your sugar levels under control. That is the only target.
Right.
And you should do every yearly checkup of your whole body, like lipids, cholesterol. What is the cholesterol level? What is the kidney situation, and all.
Right. Okay. Okay. Very good information that you've shared with us. Thank you very much, Dr. Gupta. Thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thanks a lot. You're welcome.
If you like our videos, do subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.